Have you ever wondered what mental health really is? It's a question that might seem straightforward at first, yet it dives into the depths of our human experience. When we talk about mental health, we're not merely referring to the absence of mental disorders. Instead, we delve into a more holistic view of our well-being. Mental health is the state of well-being in which we, as individuals, can realize our abilities. It's about acknowledging our strengths and using them to navigate through life effectively. It's the capacity to cope with the normal stresses of life. Whether that's a sudden deadline at work, an argument with a loved one, or dealing with unexpected news. Mental health allows us to manage these situations, not without stress, but with resilience. Furthermore, mental health means being able to work productively. It's about contributing to our communities and feeling a sense of purpose in our daily activities. It's about thriving in our work environment, whether that's in a bustling office, a peaceful art studio, or the comfort of our homes. Moreover, mental health is fundamental to our overall health and quality of life. It intertwines with our physical health, shaping and being shaped by it. It affects how we think, feel, and act. It influences how we manage stress, relate to others, and make choices. It's an essential aspect of our lives that deserves attention and care. So, mental health is not just about not being ill, but it's about being able to fully enjoy life and deal with its challenges effectively. It's about embracing our human experience in all its complexity and beauty. And it's about recognizing that our mental health is just as important as our physical health. Because, in the end, they are two sides of the same coin, forming the complete picture of our overall well-being. Unveiling the dark side of motivation. Did you know that there is a dark side to motivation that can be harnessed for good? It's a concept that might seem counterintuitive at first, but let's delve into it. This dark side is often referred to as dark motivation. It's not about succumbing to negativity, quite the contrary. It's about channeling those less than pleasant feelings into fuel for our ambitions and determination. Imagine, for instance, the fear of failure. It's a feeling that can be paralyzing, making us shy away from opportunities and potential growth. But what if we could flip the script? What if we could harness that fear, turn it into a driving force to push us to work harder, to study more, to ensure that failure becomes an increasingly distant possibility? Before we continue, remember to hit that subscribe button. By subscribing, you'll join our community of like-minded individuals. Together, we can achieve success and wealth as we learn, grow, and support each other. Click subscribe now, and let's dive back into today's topic. That's dark motivation in action. Or consider jealousy, a feeling that's often frowned upon, seen as petty or small-minded. But what if we could take that jealousy and use it as a motivator? Seeing someone else succeed could fuel our desire to achieve similar successes, to work harder, to strive for more. That's another facet of dark motivation. But here's the crucial part: the control. The key to utilizing dark motivation is not to let these negative emotions control us, but to control them. It's about taking the reins, directing these potent feelings towards our goals, rather than letting them steer us towards self-destruction. It's like taking a journey through a dark tunnel. The darkness can be intimidating, even paralyzing. But if we use it correctly, if we harness it, that very darkness can lead us to our destination, guiding us towards the light at the end of the tunnel. So next time you're faced with fear or jealousy or any other negative emotion, remember this: these feelings don't have to be your downfall. They can be your fuel, your motivation. Remember, it's not about succumbing to the darkness, but rather using it as a tool to light your way. Mental health and daily life. How does mental health affect our daily lives? You might be surprised to know that it's more pervasive than you might think. Mental health is like a thread that weaves through every aspect of our lives. It can even affect our physical health, relationships, productivity, and even our lifestyle habits. Let's start with physical health. You see, mental and physical health are not separate entities. They are two sides of the same coin. When our mental health is in a good state, it can positively impact our physical health, reducing the risks of conditions like heart attacks and strokes. Conversely, poor mental health can lead to chronic illnesses and make dealing with physical health conditions more difficult. Now, think about your relationships. They're a fundamental part of our lives, aren't they? Well, our mental health plays a significant role in them too. When we have a positive mental health, we're more likely to have better self-esteem and improved relationships. But when our mental health is suffering, it can strain our relationships and isolate us, creating a cycle that can be hard to break. And what about productivity? Our mental health can also affect our ability to focus, make decisions, and carry out daily tasks. Poor mental health can lead to difficulty concentrating, reduced creativity, and lower productivity. On the other hand, maintaining good mental health can lead to clearer thinking, better decision-making, and increased energy levels. But it doesn't stop there. Our mental health can even affect our lifestyle habits, like sleep, exercise, and eating habits. A healthy mind often leads to healthier lifestyle choices. But when our mental health is compromised, we might find ourselves struggling with sleep disorders, lack of exercise, or unhealthy eating habits. But here's the good news. Just as our mental health can impact all these areas of our lives, improving our mental health can also have positive effects on them. By taking steps to enhance our mental health, we can boost our physical health, strengthen our relationships, increase our productivity, and develop healthier lifestyle habits. Good mental health is not a luxury, but a necessity for a fulfilling and productive life. So, let's prioritize our mental health, not just for our sake, but for the sake of our lives as a whole. The impact of mental disorders. What happens when mental health takes a turn for the worse? Let's delve into the realm of mental disorders. These are disturbances in cognition, emotion, or behavior that lead to distress or impairment in everyday functioning. They're not just a figment of someone's imagination. They are as real as any physical ailment, and they affect a significant portion of our global population. Among these disorders, anxiety disorders and depression are the most common. Anxiety disorders are characterized by excessive fear and worry, often leading to behavioral disturbances. Picture a constant state of worry, a fear that lingers and refuses to dissipate. It's like living on a tightrope, with the fear of falling at any given moment. Depression, on the other hand, is not just about feeling sad. It's a persistent state of hopelessness, a lack of interest in things that once brought joy, disrupted sleep, and in some instances, thoughts of suicide. It's like being stuck in a dark tunnel with no end in sight. Then we have bipolar disorder, a condition that involves alternating depressive episodes with periods of manic symptoms. It's a roller coaster of extreme highs and lows, a constant shift between periods of intense energy and debilitating depression. And let's not overlook schizophrenia. Affecting millions worldwide, it's characterized by impairments in perception, behavior, and cognitive functioning. It's like living in a distorted reality, where one's thoughts and perceptions are misaligned with the world around them. The prevalence of these disorders is staggering. In 2019 alone, hundreds of millions of people were living with anxiety and depressive disorders. These conditions don't just affect the individuals suffering from them. They also have a ripple effect on society at large, impacting relationships, productivity, and overall quality of life. But here's the silver lining. These disorders are treatable. From psychological treatments to medication, there are several effective options available. It's crucial to seek help when needed and to remember that it's okay not to be okay. Mental disorders are real, serious, and treatable. Let's not stigmatize, but empathize and help. Wrapping up. So, what have we learned today about mental health and dark motivation? Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've discussed. We began by defining mental health as a state of well-being in which individuals understand their abilities, can cope with the normal stresses of life, work productively, and contribute to their communities. We also dove into the intriguing world of dark motivation, a concept that suggests harnessing negative emotions like fear, frustration, and jealousy to fuel our drive and actions. We then explored how mental health deeply impacts our daily lives. It influences our decision-making, affects our physical health, and plays a significant role in our ability to handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. In essence, mental health is integral to our overall well-being and ability to lead fulfilling lives. We also examined the sobering reality of mental disorders. These disturbances in cognition, emotion, or behavior cause distress, or impairment in functioning, affecting millions of people worldwide. From anxiety and depression to bipolar disorder and schizophrenia, mental disorders are complex and require understanding, empathy, and effective treatment. But remember, this knowledge is power. It allows us to better understand ourselves and others, and it encourages us to take proactive steps towards maintaining good mental health. If you feel overwhelmed, reach out to mental health professionals who can provide guidance and support. Moreover, consider the idea of dark motivation. While it may sound ominous, it can be a valuable tool when used positively. Rather than letting negative emotions control us, let's use them as catalysts for change and improvement. Harness that energy and channel it towards your goals. In conclusion, mental health is a multifaceted and essential aspect of our lives. It's okay to have dark moments, and it's okay to use them as motivation. But always remember, your mental health matters. Take care of it, and don't be afraid to seek help when you need it. Thanks for watching. Embrace the shadows, hit subscribe, and stay tuned for our next video. Until then, harness the darkness and forge your path to greatness.